Good morning, children. Today we shall solve some problems based on the three theorems that we have learned in our last class. Remember the theorems? What was the first theorem? Perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle bisects the chord. You are given the perpendicular and you have to prove that it bisects the chord. Second theorem, segment joining the center of the circle to the midpoint is perpendicular. So you are given it is midpoints, it is equal and you have to show that it is a perpendicular. Third, congruent chords of the circle are equidistant from the center. And we also seen that in all three cases we were showing that two triangles are congruent and then prove the corresponding sides or angles whichever was asked to us. Okay. Please take practice set 6.1, question number 1. Distance of chord AB from the center of a circle is 8 cm. So let us first draw a circle. Let us draw the diagram. Please draw rough diagram for everything, all the questions. Okay? Then you will understand it better. What is given to you? Distance of a chord AB from the center of the circle is 8 cm. So you have a chord AB. And the distance from here to here is 8 cm. This is what is given to you. Okay? This is my center. Length of the chord AB is 12 cm. Now the length of AB is 12 cm. What are you supposed to find? Find the diameter of the circle. How do we find the diameter of the circle? Is the question clear to you? What is given to you? From here to here the distance is 8 cm. Chord is of 12 cm. Find the diameter. To find the diameter, first we have to find the radius. Can you get radius from here? Where is the radius? If you join O to A, that is the radius. Once you get the radius, multiply by 2, that is the diameter. Okay. Now, this distance, we know that the segment joining from the center of the circle to the other chord, it is a perpendicular. So, this is a perpendicular given to us. So, I am naming this point as P. So, the first statement you will be writing OP is perpendicular to AB. OP is perpendicular to AB. So, can you tell me how much will AP be? AP is equal to half of AB, that is equal to half of 12. How much it is? 6 cm. So, I have AP is equal to 6 cm and OP is equal to 8 cm given to me. Can you find OA? Can you find OA? Of course, we have learned Pythagoras theorem is a right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, hypotenuse square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. So what do we get over here? OA square, that is the hypotenuse square, is equal to OP square plus AP square. That is equal to, how much is your OP? OP is equal to 8. So 8 square plus 6 square, that is equal to 8 square is 64 plus 36 equal to 100. That is OA square. So how much is your OA? OA is equal to square root of 100, that is equal to 10 centimeter. Now OA is the radius. Therefore, diameter is equal to 2 into OA, that is 2 into 10 is equal to 20 centimeter. Okay. Second one, diameter of a circle is 26 centimeter. Length of the chord is 24. Find the distance of the chord from the center. You have again a circle. Okay. You are given the diameter. If diameter is, how much it is given to you? Diameter is 26 centimeter. How much will your radius be? Half of 26, that is 13 centimeter, that is the radius. Okay. You have a chord Okay, this is your radius which you are getting it as 13 centimeter. Okay, and again you draw a perpendicular. Chord length is given to you. Suppose this is AB, O and P. Chord length is given to you as 24 centimeter. So this is 24 centimeter. Again, this is a perpendicular. So you write over there, OP is perpendicular to AB. Therefore, AP is equal to half of AB, that is equal to half of 24, that is equal to 12 centimeter. Now you are given this, you are given 12 centimeter. What are you supposed to find out? OP, the distance. Again using the hypotenuse side, the Pythagoras theorem, we get that OC square is equal to, OP square. This is what we have to find out, OP. So OP square is equal to, hypotenuse is OB. So OB square minus PB square. Please look over here. Hypotenuse square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. If you have to find any one of it, the other one will become over here as minus. That is, if you have to find hypotenuse, the other two sides are added. If any one side has to be found, it is minus from the hypotenuse. Okay. Therefore, OP square, you have to find one side of it. That is hypotenuse square minus the other side. Now hypotenuse you already know. How much is your hypotenuse? 13 square minus PB is 12 square. 13 square, 12 square. How much it is? You can find out. And then that will be OP square. So you have to find OP, that is square root of whatever you get from here. Okay. Question number 3. Radius of a circle is 34. So you are given the radius. Radius is given to you as 34. Distance from the chord from the center is 30. So this distance is given to you as 30. Okay. Find the length of the chord. In this case, you are asked to find the length of AB. You have to find the length of AB. How will you do it? What is given? Radius is given. This is given. So you can find this by using Pythagoras theorem. You will find this. Once you find this part, multiply by 2, that will be the length of the chord. It is similar to whatever we have done so far. In the first case, you had to find the hypotenuse. In the second case, you had to find the distance from there. In the third case, you are asked to find the length of the chord. How do you get the length of the chord? First, you find this base by using Pythagoras theorem and then multiply by 2, then you will be getting the length of the chord. Okay, I am not solving it, I am leaving it to you. You can do it. Question number 4. Radius of a circle is 41 units. It is not given to you as centimeter. Please remember. So when you are writing the final unit, you will be writing it in unit only, not in centimeter. Length of the chord is 80. Length of the chord is given to you. So you are given the radius is given in the fourth question. Okay, in the fourth question, radius is given and also the length of the chord is given. Find the distance. Find the distance. Let's see. Question number 4. It is given that radius of a circle with center O is 41 units. We have the radius of the circle that is given to you as 41 units. Length of chord PQ. Here given that it is PQ, length of chord PQ is 80 units. Find the distance of the chord from the center. What are you supposed to find out? You have to find the distance from here to here. You can give any name. Now this is 41, chord is 80. So how much will this be? Half of this. That will be 40. Okay. So I think by using Pythagoras theorem again you can find it. Only remember, it is given to you in unit, so please mention it is as unit only. Don't write it as centimeter or meter over there. Okay? Whatever is mentioned, please do it. Question number 5. We are given two circles over there with center O. Both the circles have center O. The chord AB of bigger circle intersects the smaller circle in points P and Q. Show that AP is equal to BQ. What you have to show here is AP is equal to, this part is equal to BQ. This is what you have to show. Now how do you show that AP is equal to BQ? It's very simple. What we have to do is, from the center first we will draw perpendicular. Please remember to draw perpendicular. Okay? When you draw perpendicular, so in answer first will be, I name this as C. Okay. OC perpendicular to AB and also OC is perpendicular to PQ. OC is perpendicular. Now we have learned theorem saying that if a perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle, then it bisects the chord. Okay. So since we consider the largest chord, that is AB, since OC is perpendicular to AB, okay, OC is perpendicular to AB, only look at AB, don't look at PB or PQ, then you can say that AC is equal to BC, because the perpendicular bisects it. So we are looking at the biggest chord. Which is the biggest chord? Only one chord, that is AB is a chord for the big circle. Okay, AB is the chord for the big circle. So this is a perpendicular, it bisects the chord. Okay. Similarly, you can also say that since OC is perpendicular to PQ, you can say that PC is equal to QC. Okay. From 1 and 2, we are subtracting AC minus PC. Okay. From 1 and 2, AC minus PC is equal to, write the right hand side, that is BC minus QC. What is AC minus PC? Look at AC. AC minus PC. From AC, PC goes, then what remains over here? That is AP equal to BC minus QC. Look at BC. This is here BC minus QC. Then what remains over here? BQ. This is what you are supposed to be proving, that you have done it. Okay. So the only thing that you have to take care over here is you have to draw perpendicular. So you mentioned that OC is perpendicular to AB. Therefore, AC is equal to BC because the perpendicular bisects the chord. You have to write the reason over here. That is the theorem that you have learned, that the perpendicular bisects the chord. Then you have OC is perpendicular to PQ. Therefore, PC is equal to QC. Again, you will be writing why? So the perpendicular bisects the chord. Then from 1 and 2, you have AC minus PC is equal to BC minus QC. That is AP is equal to BQ. Okay. Question number 6 is omitted. We will go directly to practice set 6.2. Practice set 6.2. Question number 1, practice set 6.2. Radius of a circle is 10 centimeter. There are two chords of length 16 centimeter each. There are two chords, each are of 16 centimeter. That means they are congruent chords. And what do you know about that property of a congruent chord? They are equidistant from the center. You are given the radius of the circle. How much is the radius? 10 centimeter. What is asked to you? What will be the distance of these chords from the center? You are asked to find this distance. So you name this as O. Whatever you want, you name it. Okay, let this be C. If you can, the distance from here to here will be same as from here to here because the chords are same. Again, what type of a triangle is this? Right angle triangle. So you'll be using Pythagoras theorem. Chord is 16. So how much will this be? This will be 8. This is 10. This you can find. How do you find that? You know that AB is given to you as 16 centimeter. Half of AB is equal to 8 centimeter. Now what is half of AB? That is CB. CB is equal to 8 centimeter. Okay. Now you also have that OB is equal to 10 centimeter. What are you supposed to find out? CO. According to Pythagoras theorem, you have that CO square is equal to, which is the hypotenuse over here? OB. OB square minus CB square. That is equal to, what is your OB square? 10 square minus CB square. That is 8 square. Find out how much it is. That will be CO square. You are supposed to find CO. CO is equal to square root of whatever you find from here. That will be the length of the chord. Okay. Question number 2 over there. In a circle with radius 13 centimeter. Now you are told that the radius is 13 centimeter. Two equal chords are at distance 5 centimeter from. So you have two chords over here, and what is the speciality of these chords? Again it is told that the chords are equal. Distance is given to you 5 centimeter. It is at 5 centimeter. Now again what is asked to you? Find the length of the chord. You have to find the length of this chord. Give the appropriate name. Whatever names you want, you give it. Okay. Now how to find the length? First you have to find out this part, the side of the right angle triangle. First you find out this and then multiply by 2. That will be the length of the chord. Give the names in the same manner, you solve it. Okay. I think you will be able to do that. There is no difficulty in it. So please solve that. Also take problem set 6. Problem set 6. Choose the correct alternative answer and fill in the blanks. Radius of a circle is 10 centimeter. Distance of a chord from the center is 6 centimeter. Hence find the length of the chord. First you draw a rough diagram. Mention whatever is given to you. It is all based on whatever we have been solving so far. So you can do that. And then choose the right answer from there. Second, third, we will be doing it later. Once we do it, you will get the answer. It is direct answer. Question number 4. Length of a chord of a circle is 24 centimeter. If the distance is 5 centimeter, then the radius of the circle is. Again, you are given a circle. All this is based on a circle. You are given a circle. Either you are given the radius and you have to find the length of the chord, or you have to find the distance from the center of the circle to the chord. This is what you have to find. Question number 6. Okay. Question number 5. The length of the longest chord of the circle with radius 2.9 centimeter. Now which is the longest chord? Longest chord is the diameter. Diameter is double of the radius. Radius is 2.9. So how much will the diameter be? I think you double it and you will get it. Question number 6. Radius of a circle with center O is 4. If length OP is 4.2 centimeter, where point P will lie? Okay. What is given to you? Length, radius of the circle with center O is 4 centimeter. You have a circle. Okay. This is the center O. Radius is 4 centimeter. Radius is 4 centimeter. Length of OP, center is O. Length of OP is 4.2. Now from here to here it is only 4 centimeter. So 4.2 will be where? Inside the circle or outside the circle? If this is 4, 4.2 will be somewhere little more than that. So you know that it will come outside the circle. That is the question asked to you. Question number 7. The length of parallel chords which are on opposite sides of the center of a circle are 6 centimeter and 8 centimeter. The radius of a circle is 5 centimeter. Then find the distance between these chords. Okay, what is given to you? You have a circle. Okay, length of parallel chords. You have two chords which are parallel. Suppose this is AB and this is PQ. Center I am naming it as O. What is told to you? These are parallel. Okay. On the opposite sides of the center, and these are with, this is 6 centimeter and this is 8 centimeter. Please remember, it is not told that they are equal. They are parallel and they are different in length also. Okay. Radius of the circle is 5. So from here to here is 5. Again from here to here is 5 centimeter. Find the distance between these chords. Means you have to find this distance from here to here. Suppose I name this as C and D. You have to find the length of CD. How do you find the length of CD? From here to here is CD. How do you find the length of CD? You first find CO, then you find DO, and both. Now how do you get CO? You can see this is 6 centimeter. So this will be 3 centimeter. This is 5 centimeter. Again using Pythagoras theorem you can find CO. Similarly this is 5 centimeter. From here to here will be 4 centimeter. Again using Pythagoras theorem you can find DO. Once you find CO and DO, add them. That will be the answer. Question number 4. Question number 4. In figure 6.19, C is the center of the circle. Segment QT is the diameter. CT is 13 centimeter. CP is 5 centimeter. Find the length of chord RS. Let us see how to do it. What is given to us? CT is 13 centimeter. Now what is a CT? If you look at it, CT is the radius. So even if I join from here to CS, this also becomes 13 centimeter. Okay. What else is given to me? CP is 5. CP is 5 centimeter. Now what am I supposed to find out? I have to find the length of chord RS. RS. This is what I have to find. Okay. So first I have to find the length of PS. How do you get the length of PS? You can see here given this is 13 centimeter. This is a right angle triangle. So by using Pythagoras theorem, you have PS square is equal to CS square minus CP square. It's a right angle triangle and you can see that this is the hypotenuse, this is the opposite of 90 degree. Okay. So hypotenuse square minus 1 square is the other square. So you find out how much is CS square, that is 13 square minus 5 square. 13 square 169 minus 5 square is 25. How much you get it? 144. That is PS square. So how much is your PS? PS is equal to square root of 144, that is 12. Okay, 12 centimeter. Now what is the question asked to you? You have to find Okay, it is not given to you in centimeter. Sorry. So you cannot mention anywhere centimeter. It is given to you in units. So you will be mentioning it as unit. Okay. Find the length of RS. Now RS is equal to 2 times PS, because the perpendicular it is. Therefore 2 into 12, that is equal to 24 units. This will be your answer. Okay. Look at question number 6. In diagram, CD is the diameter. CD is the diameter with the O. Diameter is perpendicular to the chord AB. This is perpendicular, so you have this as 90 degree. Show that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Look at triangle ABC. ABC. You have to show that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. How will you show that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle? When do you say that the triangle is an isosceles? If one pair of sides are congruent. So if you can show that AC is equal to BC, you can say that the triangle is an isosceles triangle. This is what you have to show. So to show that AC is equal to BC, as you can see, there is part of a two triangles. We have to show these two triangles are congruent. If we get these two triangles are congruent, then the corresponding sides are also congruent. So can you show that triangle AEC and triangle BEC are congruent? Check and see whether you can show these two triangles are congruent. Now, you are told that this is a perpendicular. Okay, so you have CE perpendicular to AB. Since it is perpendicular, you know that the perpendicular drawn from the center bisects the chord. So you can write that AE is equal to BE. What is the reason? Perpendicular drawn from the center bisects the chord. You also have that angle CEA is equal to angle CEB is equal to 90 degree. It is given to you. Now please pay attention. Since it is 90 degree, don't jump saying that hypotenuse side test. Please look, which is your hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is AC and BC, and that is what we have to prove. It is not given to you that they are equal. You have to prove it. So since you are not told that hypotenuse is equal, you cannot use by hypotenuse side test. Please remember. Okay. So you have got this is equal to this. This angle also you got. Now you look at CE. CE is common for both. So you can say that it is common side. So you have side, angle, side. So you can say that triangle AEC is congruent to triangle BEC by side, angle, side, that SAS test. Once you get these two triangles are congruent, then the corresponding sides. Which is the corresponding side that we need? AC and BC. You can say that AC is equal to BC. Reason? Corresponding sides of the congruent triangle. Therefore, triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Okay? Look at question number 5. What is given? You can see that this is a diameter that is given to you over there. Okay. You are told that this angle is equal to this angle, and you have to show that AB is equal to CD. Look at the diagram and tell me what is AB and CD. From the diagram you can see that AB and CD, they are the chords. So you are asked to show that the chords are congruent. Now, we have learned one theorem saying that congruent chords are equidistant from the center. So if we prove that the chords are at equal distance from the center, then we can say that the chords are equal. Now to show that they are equidistant, we have to draw the perpendicular. This is the perpendicular, that means this is 90 degree. Okay. Now, can you see, to show that, that means what are we supposed to show? Suppose I am naming this as N and this as M. So if I can show that NP is equal to MP, NP is equal to MP, then I can say that the chords are also equal. Now to show that NP and MP, you can see the two triangles over here. I have to show that these two triangles are congruent. Which are the two triangles? Consider triangle NEP and triangle MEP. Look at triangle NEP and triangle MEP. What are the things given to you over there? You know that angle N is equal to angle M is equal to 90 degree given to you. Okay. What else you have? You look at that angle NEP and MEP. We are told that that is congruent. So you write that angle NEP is congruent to angle MEP. It is given to you. It is told to you that they are congruent. Okay. What else can you say about the two triangles? Look at side PE. I can say that PE is equal to PE. Common side. PE is equal to PE. That is the common side. So I can say that the two triangles NEP is congruent to triangle MEP. By which test? I have here one angle, angle and side. So by which test am I showing that? SAA test. By SAA test, I show that these two triangles are congruent. If the triangles are congruent, then the corresponding sides, that is PN, is congruent to PM. Corresponding sides of congruent triangle. Now, if PN is equal to PM, therefore, I can say that my chords, that is AB, is equal to congruent to CD. By what will you write the reason? Chords equidistant from the center are congruent. Chords equidistant from the center are congruent. I suppose this is clear to you. Only you have to learn the diagram well. What is given, what you have to find out. I repeat. What you have to prove over here, the two chords are congruent. Now, to show that the chords are congruent, we show that they are equidistant from the center. So, if we show that they are equidistant from the center, we can say that they are congruent. Now, how do we show that they are equidistant from the center? By proving these two triangles are congruent. To show that this is, we are showing a perpendicular. So, these two are 90 degree. This angle is already given to us. This is a common side. By SAA test, we show these two triangles are congruent. Once the triangles are congruent, corresponding sides are congruent. That means they are equidistant from the center. Therefore, the chords are congruent. Okay. So, we shall stop over here. There is a little construction that we shall see in the next class.